Okay. So, so I'm on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And what we're going to do is, well, I just want to say welcome to people who have not been here yet. And this is Lynn Girardi of Whole Life Boogie and of Self Love and Abundance on the other on the YouTube site. So I'm going to do positive affirmation card picks, and what I usually do is have people type in the chat what they would like, what numbers they a number they would choose between. Let's see, this is February, so there's 30 days. That's September, April, June. Okay, 28 days in February. So let's say choose a number between 1 and 28 and type it below. And then choose a, or you could choose the word random if you want a random card number. These are just positive affirmation cards to give people some positivity, a little hope, a little good news, especially going into your weekend and going into this still new year. I think we need a lot more positivity in life, especially when what you see on TV or in the news, online, or what you hear people talking about wherever you go. Usually, a lot of times people are speaking negatively, or they're talking more about their challenges in life, their quote unquote problems, than they're talking about what they do want. And this channel is more about positive thoughts to attract, with the law of attraction, more positive results, and being more in the moment, in the present, and feeling good as much as we can, no matter what's going on outside of us in our lives. No matter what other people say or do, we're trying to get that joy back into our lives, and into our systems, into our, that natural joy. I believe, from what I read from and study from different spiritual teachers, that natural joy is really what the soul is. Whether you listen to from the Christian perspective, or from spiritual speakers like Abraham Hicks and Wayne Dyer or Bashar, whatever, our soul is really, that part of God is part of it's joy, love, bliss, harmony, and peace. And we want more of that. Thank you for the hearts. Hey Nia, good to see you. Hi, thanks for being here. So we want to get back to more of that, because with the law of attraction, which is just like a neutral universal law, from what I believe, from what I've studied, what we vibrate out, what we put out, we tend to attract back to us. So we want to put out more than not more good feeling thoughts and feelings and vibrations, so that we could attract more good feeling results, more good feeling people, places, things, situations, and goals fulfilled in a positive, healthy, convenient, easy way. That's why recently I've been talking about easy mode, right? Whether it's on about on whether it's about YouTube, that YouTube trends about YouTube is on easy mode, or I'm saying let's get life more in easy mode, because that's more important than YouTube being on easy mode, or any, you know, social media site being on easy mode. Because it tends to be that when you get your life on an easier mode, life is not going to be easy, but you can make it easier, working better with our more positive thoughts, working better with the law of attraction. That's going to bring us what we're focused on more, what we're feeling more. So might as well feel better, and then life will be easier. And if your life is easier, anything in your life will be easier, including YouTube, like you YouTube people that I'm talking to here. So let's see. Hey Jonathan, good to see you. Thanks for being here. So anybody, if let's see. All right, Nelson, you know what? You could there is a chat on Facebook, Nelson. People are chatting there, so whatever you want to do. But let's see what happens. You go. Thank you, everybody, for being game. We got the two things going. Um, Now let me just show you the card decks as a reminder. So what we do usually is I said put a number between 1 and 28 for 28 days in February. put that below, and then, or the word random for random card, and then put in the initials of one of these card decks. Now, I did some investigating. That the Abraham Hicks company does not. Thank you for the hearts. Hey, Clem, good to see you. They, I called their office, and they do not want me. Well, that was a quick answer to a quick question. It seems they do not want me showing their cards on on these lives. So the Abe Hicks cards, I am just going to give a general, like a general message for before we possibly take them out of the choices on these lives altogether. They don't want them used on lives, it seems. So I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to show you these other ones. And so here's the deck. So put CR for Cheryl Richardson. Oh, wait a second. Over here, I have to switch the. Hang on a second. Let's see. Okay. How do you switch this now over here? Because hang on one second. Let's see what this does. No. Let's see what this does. No. Okay. Well, it's gonna be backwards today on Facebook, but geez, and that's something. It's a little bit different to show. Okay. Well, it's gonna be backwards on Facebook, but CR for Cheryl Richardson. AH for Abraham Hicks. Hi, Renee. Welcome. MB for Michael Beckwith. Let's see. Oops. JK for Julie Kim. Julie Kim is self-love affirmations. RB for Rhonda Byrne. RB for Rhonda Byrne. WD for Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer. I'm sorry, this is backwards here. There is a button on Facebook to switch it, but it's not allowing me to show it that way for some reason. Okay. And there's where's my usual mindful messages? MM for mindful messages. MM. And let's see. I just think we'll do one more here. Is sorry, hang on a second. Is GB for Gabrielle Bernstein. GB for Gabrielle Bernstein. Okay, let's work with those. And let's see what we got here. And hang on, I should write this down. Okay, there's a lot of setting up here, and I had a little bit of a light bulb incident right before, as I was getting dressed to come down. My light bulb, sort of, I banged into it, and it kind of looked like it kind of is hanging by a string. I don't know what happened with that. Some of us we're trying to shine our light, but we feel like we're hanging by a thread. That's how I feel lately. I don't know if any of you feel like that, but that's part of why actually I'm doing this today, because this helps me to get back into the positive focus, which helps you get back into positive spiritual alignment, which helps you get back to the right vibration to attract positive things again. Because if you're in worry and doubt and fear or anger more of the time, and unfortunately I've been like that lately, you attract results that make you feel angry or anxious or worried. Thank you for the emojis. And we don't want to do that, right? We want more joy in life. Again, my Christian Catholic Foundation says that we're supposed to have God's joy, and all these spiritual speakers from Wayne Dyer, Abraham Hicks, Bashar, they say that the soul is joy. Thank you for the hearts. It's all positive things, those higher vibrations, those higher feelings, that is more connected to the soul. And when we're more connected to those higher vibrations, when you're more soul aligned, then your life, as I call it on YouTube, is more on easy mode. Not that life is supposed to be perfect, is totally easy, because from my understanding, we're here to have joy and experience things. but also to learn, to grow, to expand, to evolve. And the contrast is part of this life. You know, we Wayne Dyer would call it we're souls having a human experience. We're not just totally souls. Otherwise, everything would be easy. You know, life every day. Oh, he said this, they did that. I don't care. I'm a soul. It doesn't matter. That's all. You know, in this human game. But we're not all soul. We're half human. So the human stuff is where our ego comes in a good way. I mean, ego, we need that for this human experience, in my understanding. But that's why then it's like certain things bother us. So now we have to try to see them from a soul perspective, or try to, you know, change our focus in a more soul oriented way, in a more loving way, or, you know, so we're all practicing. Hey, Diana, good to see you. Hey, Clem. You feel like that too, Clem? Yes, my heart is with you. That's why I said I have to show up here. Sometimes you just have to show up. Years ago, I went to a class about anxiety and obsessive thoughts, worrying, OCD, and the doctor Liebgold, very sweet man, and psychiatrist of this class, said sometimes you're not in the mood, you're not in the mood, but you have to go do the thing, and then you get in the mood. You like do the fun thing or the pleasant thing, and then you get in the mood. And sometimes I think that's a good example. That's fine, Diana. Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to start writing down the numbers. As I said, we're doing a simultaneous broadcast here on Facebook and YouTube. So let's see how this goes. Anybody who hasn't seen me on the new people on YouTube, again, welcome. I'm Lynn Girardi of Whole Life Boogie and Self Love and Abundance channel, which I'm starting to do more. I'll be doing more on that moving forward. And FYI to you Facebook gang, because I might be doing more on this other platform, Facebook gang. I might be doing more on this other platform. So that's why you may not have seen me as much on Facebook. So you might want to follow me even more on this other platform. Okay, let me write down the numbers and let's see what people wrote. Hi, Jody. Thank you so much on YouTube. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. And Nelson, thank you. Okay. Hopefully, I'm seeing all the chat on. Look at this. I'm touching my YouTube thing like a, what do you call, you know, like you touch the screen. I don't have touch screen on my laptop, though. That's funny. Okay. Two things at one time. What do you do? Rub your belly and tap your head? That's what I'm doing with Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so let's see. What did people write here? I need an assistant. Okay, so Nia. Oops, I don't want to. I want to make sure I don't totally block out my YouTube gang here. Okay, so Nia said the number. So we're doing the positive affirmation card numbers, and okay, let's just write them down a minute. So Nia said. Nia, did you write a number? Okay. Nia said 24 JK. JK. Who's JK again? JK? Oh, right. Julie Kim. I forgot. The self love one. That's the newest one. I don't even know the thing. Okay. And Jody on YouTube, if you want, you could choose a number between 1 and 28 or the word random, and I'll choose a positive affirmation card for you too if you want to. If not, all these messages, I like to say, like when you go to an Abraham Hicks event, they say if any message that's any question that's answered, or any message that comes through, if it positively resonates with you, it's for you too, not just for the person whose question it was or whose card was chosen. It's for whoever resonates with it. If in a good way, you could listen to it. If not, just let it go. Listen to the other ones that come up. Okay, Nia said 24 JK for a change. Okay, Jonathan said, what was this? Let's see, I don't want to cut my face off too much on. Let's see, Jonathan said 7mm. Okay, Clem said 21 GB. Gabrielle Bernstein. I'm sorry. Nelson said 27 MB. I don't think we're going to do two, Nelson. So we'll stick with 27 MB. And Diana. Diana, did you choose a number? Or is it your usual? Yeah, you did. Okay. Diana said 13 mm. Thank you very much, everybody who's participating. Nia said, please, I tried to. Oh, yes, very good. Try a new number. Anybody over here on YouTube? Next time, hopefully, I'll give more notice on YouTube so that you can put a number down in advance to watch it in the replay. I just didn't have the time to write that up. Okay, so now I'm going to read these. And if it resonates with anybody now live or in the replay, chances are this message is for you too. Okay. Nelson was here first on the other platform, as they say. So I'll do his Michael Beckwith, 27. Let's see. And if anybody has any comments, I'm not left-handed. This is supposed to be, I don't know why I can't on Facebook, I can't switch the mode. I don't know why. Okay, I mean, I can't flip it. It's reading backwards, but on YouTube, it's all good. Okay, so this is for Nelson and anyone else. Oh, no. Oh, Nia's left-handed. And Nelson. Okay, so this is 27 for Nelson and anyone else from the Michael Beckwith card deck. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are hard to move. 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 18. Hang on a second. 19, 21, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, 27 for Nelson and anyone else who resonates with this. It says choose or lose. Okay, sorry, it's backwards here on Facebook. Here on YouTube, it's not backwards. Choose or lose. Okay. This says, if you are not consciously directing your life, you will lose your footing and circumstances will decide for you. This makes sense to me. Because it's sort of the thing like Esther Hicks would say, Abraham Hicks would say, that's if you don't set an intention, I mean, really, like life, God, and the vortex of all your sort of desires ultimately knows, from my understanding, what each of us wants. But it seems like it's easier for us to set our day in on a more positive course if we set our intentions for different segments of the day, or consider your goals more as a human. Consider this more often, it seems. Okay, so this says choose or lose. If you are not consciously directing your life, you will lose your footing and circumstances will decide for you. Right? It's like the day comes up then, and all these things, people have questions, you get emails, you get phone calls. And if you don't have an idea of what you want to do with your day, all of a sudden you just like, oh, this one wants this, that one wants that one wants this. And all of a sudden it's like, what did I want to do today? I have things I need to get done. That happens to me all the time. If you are not thinking for yourself, someone else is thinking for you. Choose for yourself. Nelson and anyone else, choose for yourself and become free from society's undertow or the effect of the negative TV news, etc. Right? Choose for yourself. What do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on all the drug commercials on television, as an example, or do you want to focus on wellness and health? I don't block out all that negative programming, sort of. Right? Thank you for the hearts. Choose for yourself and become free from society's undertow, from that pull of the mainstream media or mainstream I mean, mainstream negative focus that usually society is more, right? We're not smiling as much, right? We need more of this. Okay? Let's focus on the negative and on the quote unquote problems. Choose for yourself and become free from society's undertow. Thank you for the emojis. The universe is ready to support you. Law of attraction is going to support you and give you more of what you focus on. It's just the neutral part, the law of attraction, just like gravity. You could throw your, you could throw a what? You could throw you know, a, a butterfly gets in your house, and you could throw a butterfly out the window. Okay, a butterfly, that's a little different because the butterfly has wings, it could fly. But if you throw a butterfly out the window, that's a good thing, right? This is not a good example. Say a seed. Say a flower seed. You might have a flower seed in your house, and you could throw that flower seed out the window into your garden, and because of the law of gravity, it will fall into the dirt. Okay, but you could also throw your cell phone and drop your cell phone out the window, and that'll also go in the dirt, or a person, and that'll also go in the dirt. You know, the law of gravity is not thinking, oh well, this is a person, so I'm not gonna make the person fall to the ground. I'm gonna push the person up in the air. you know, it's just like the law of attraction. It's the same thing. These are like kind of like physics things, I guess. But God is love. God wants to help us all, but law of attraction is just like, okay, we just have to work with it, and if we want to work more positively with it to get more positive, feel good, healthy, happy, joyful, prosperous, harmonious, loving, blissful results. Okay, Nelson, that was a good one, Nelson. Thank you very much. Okay, hey Siska, good to see you. I'm also on YouTube at the same time. I'm on Facebook, so feel free to follow me both places, because I'm going to be doing probably less on Facebook and more on YouTube. But I wanted to get the energy going again for all of us, and I missed all of you from here. So okay, we did Nelson's. This is the Jewel Kim. I'm sorry, this is backwards on Facebook today, but on YouTube it reads Self Love Affirmations and Reflections by Jewel Kim. Very good card deck. About self worth, self compassion, and self care. And I hope to be doing another event soon about self care and spiritual alignment. So we'll be doing that soon. Okay. Siska, you could choose a number between 1 and 28 if you wish. Let's see. Or the word random. Okay, so Nia, 24. And anyone here? Oh, good, John. Hey, John, you're on YouTube too. I'm glad. Okay. Thanks for coming on both places. Okay, 27. I'm sorry, 24 for Nia, and anyone else who resonates with this message is for you too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, these are slippery. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 1, 24. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Thank you so much, Nia. I appreciate it. I miss you too. Okay, here we go. When I accept myself, sorry about it being backwards here. When I accept myself, I become truly confident. When I accept myself, I become truly confident. And it says, being comfortable with yourself leads to being a truly confident person. This confidence comes from the ability to look at the full picture of yourself, acknowledge and own your journey, and be okay with who you are. This week, consider which parts of you are easiest to accept and which are the most challenging. What's one way to bring more love to the parts you're struggling to accept? So when I accept myself, I become truly confident. Right? Being comfortable with yourself leads to being a truly confident person. Confidence comes from the ability to look at the full picture of yourself, acknowledge and own your journey, whatever challenges you've had or you're having. Be okay with who you are. um we've all learned lessons along the way. We made mistakes, maybe. You know Learn to love and accept ourselves as we are, and that we're still growing. We're souls on a learning path. We're still evolving, and still accept all parts of ourselves. This week, consider which parts of you are easiest to accept and which are the most challenging. And what's one way to bring more love to the parts you're struggling to accept? Supposedly, if we're more at a place of worthiness and self-compassion, and not feeling that we have to be perfect, or feeling that we have to be perfect in other people's eyes, just knowing that we love ourselves as we are, um, then the more we do that, and the more compassion we have for ourselves, and not use such like bad, like critical words uh, to ourselves. I know I've done that. I think a lot of us do that. Oh, what an idiot. Oh God, I'm never good at this, or whatever it is. Or trying to be a people pleaser because you're trying not to let people down. This is saying, how can you bring more love to the parts of yourself that you're struggling to accept? So love yourself, and then it's easier to love others, quote unquote, warts and all. And that's just in our human perspective, because the soul, is perfect, and we're humans. We're trying the best we can. Thanks for the hearts. So we're not going to be, if we were just souls, everything would be easy. We'd be like, we wouldn't care. We wouldn't have these negative thoughts about ourselves. But we're having a human experience, and the human side worries about, thinking that we're not enough, we're not good enough, or other people don't think we're good enough, or this one likes this, that one likes that. I wish I could do this. I can't do whatever. Okay. Oh, really, Nia? I'm glad that this applies to you. Thank you. I'm glad that does. I hope it helps others too. Okay, very good. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 more, and then we'll call this a day. Clem said 21 of Gabrielle Bernstein. I believe that she is having dinner. So I told her we have a replay here. So if anybody wants to see this in the replay, feel free to just watch this later. The video is clearer and more pleasant, Nelson, on YouTube. Well, that's because this laptop for YouTube is it's a 2020 2023 or 4 laptop, and my phone is a little bit older than that. Okay, but if you have to do 2 different things, I have to use one other device, and I only have one new computer. So when I get a new phone, that'll be better for the Facebook. Okay, Clem said for Gabrielle Bernstein 21. So this is for Clem and anyone else. Let's see. Nia says, I've stopped coloring my hair since August. Oh, and it's becoming more apparent now. The silver is very prominent. You look very good online. I've been seeing it though, Nia. Your hair you still look very pretty. Your face and those silvers, very prominent, is a challenge, but I wanted to. Good for you, Nia. Yes, good for you. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, yeah. Good for you. A lot of people do it. My sister had done it, then she went back. She goes back and forth, but a lot of people are doing that. It looks pretty on you. So I was going to tell you that anyway, but good for you. Okay. What was this? 21, Gabrielle Bernstein. For Clem and anyone else who resonates with this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sorry, it's you have to hang out for the counting. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Here we go. 20, 21. Okay. Whoops. All right. I happened to grab 2 cards, so I'm going to read them both because maybe it's meant to be. It looks like it was. Yeah, I happened to grab these 2 together. So let's see. This says, in stillness I receive. In stillness I receive. And the other one says, the universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. The universe has big plans for you and me, and it's time to claim them. Okay? Big plans for you and me. So it says again, it says in stillness I receive, and that's why all these speakers say when you get like we don't even Eckhart Tolle, we're not we it's better to slow down more often and just be in the present like this, right? People will shut off their computer if I stay like this. But as a matter of fact, on Eckhart Tolle's YouTube page, he just sits there with them for like 2 minutes saying nothing because it's that idea that in stillness that's where you get your soul's messages or your you know positive messages from God, um in meditation, prayer, stillness, in when you're in a positive mode, not if you're angry and you're and then you get an idea and say, yeah, I should smack that person. That's not that's not inspiration from God. Thank you for the heart. So in stillness I receive. That's what we need to do more, to when we find inner peace in the moment, in the present, and then we'll get these positive inspirations of like ideas that will lead us to solutions. You may go back for the yes. Hi, Julia. Good to see you. So in stillness I receive, and this one says the universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. Whether you call, God has big plans for you, and it's time to claim them. You call it him God, or you say God's universe has big plans for you. It's time to claim them. Supposedly, all of us as souls, as sparks of God, there are big plans for us if we choose to go after them. It is my understanding. um like my understanding is, as a soul we came with maybe a general blueprint of lessons we wanted to learn or things we wanted to experience, but we have free will and we're co-creating this life with God. And I what's his name, Mike Dooley, the speaker, would say there are infinite possibilities for you and I in this world and in any situation. Infinite possibilities, because it's such an infinite creation, this world, this universe that God has. So part of those infinite possibilities for you and I are big, quote unquote, big plans. And if you want those big plans, those big goals that are in positive alignment with your soul, and your positive passions, if you want those to manifest, um, this or better, according to God's and your soul's perspective, then those big plans can manifest. This is my understanding. Okay, you take what sounds right and go by your own inner guidance. But so you have big plans. It's time to claim them. Believe, like what was that Jesus quote, Bible quote about, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, throw yourself in the ocean, and it would obey you, or something like that. I always say a mustard seed, if you'll go to a grocery store, a mustard seed is like a little dot. It's like so if you have this much faith, or this much, okay, I'll go along with it. Maybe I can have a little faith in God yourself, that, all right, maybe I can have these big plans manifest for me. Then with the leverage of the spiritual help of the universe, of God, they can. But we have to get some of our doubt out of the way. Hopefully this is helping. Nia says, it's very comforting having you on. Oh, thanks so much, Nia. Feels very familiar. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been having my own mental whatever you call it, static. So I pushed myself to be here, but I think I'll be doing a lot more on the other platform, because also the other platform reaches more people. They can look up things and find me, and I'm hoping to do classes and events. So it seems like Facebook is not as designed for that. But so good to see you, Nia. Thank you. Sending virtual hugs to you and everyone, and also the new people on YouTube. Let's see. Yes, Nelson, I'm right-handed on YouTube. I'm left-handed on Facebook. And I'm right-footed on YouTube and left-footed on. Okay, here we go. So that was that one, and I think the last one we have is 13 for mindful messages. Thanks for the hearts. Julia, if you wish, you this is just positive affirmation cards. If you want to, you could choose a number between 1 and 28. Otherwise, just feel free to watch along. Anyone else who might be on YouTube, it's too late to give a number once the replay is here. But for the next time, I'll ask you for numbers in advance. Okay, last one for Diana and anyone who resonates with this. Thanks so much, Nia. Okay, for Diana, anyone who resonates with this, from Mindful Messages, number 13. Oh, wait a second. All right, one of them fell out, so I'm going to. We've talked about that. Now I'm going to just put this on. Okay, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And if anybody has any something that they're grateful for, or like a win from this past week, that you want to type in the comments, that might help you to attract more good today and this weekend, if you want to. Otherwise, just consider for yourself, what's something good that happened to you this week, or you know, maybe you were calmer about something, or more hopeful about something, or you felt good about something, or you had a nice lunch with somebody, or the project you were working on worked out well, or you have something fun coming up this weekend, or now you're thinking, I'm going to treat myself to something pleasant this weekend, because we need more self-care. That helps us to feel better. Feel free to share any kind of if you have something you're grateful for, or a win this week, in the comments, or just do it for yourself. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Nia, for following me to YouTube. All the way from Wales, North Wales. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. This one for Diana and anyone else. It says fuel. Or on Facebook, my phone is saying loof because it's backwards. Loof. All right, kidding. Fuel. Okay, so it says, I enjoy doing things that fuel me. All right, I was just talking about that. Diana, see what you chose? I was just talking about this. Do things that fuel you. Do the self-care. Do something that's relaxing. Do something that's fun. That's one way to help get you into the positive spiritual alignment, so then you could attract better. That's one shortcut to it. I enjoy doing things that fuel me. It feels great to do things for myself, just as much as I do for others. Just as much as I do for others. Just as much as I do for others. Self-care counts. Okay, when I make sure I am taken care of. I mean, this, Diana, this card, just, isn't that amazing? It's like I was just talking about this, and this is the card you chose. When I make sure I am taken care of, I can better show up for those in my life and for the work that I do. Okay, I'm sure many of you, whether you're mothers or grandparents, or uh, you know, employers, or caregivers, as myself, I'm sure you can relate to this, where you give, and then you feel burnt out, and then you're in a bad mood, and then you're not, that's rubbing off on the people that you have to help. So it's very important to fuel yourself. Fuel yourself too. I enjoy doing things that fuel me. It feels great to do things for myself just as much as I do for others. And then you have the energy to help others, and then they'll benefit by having you in a good mood, not in a ticked off mood. Trust me, I've been there. I've been the ticked off person. Nia, I'm going out tomorrow with my 3 daughters. Very nice. And sister, to a theater day out in Manchester. Beautiful. Manchester lunch and show. Wonderful. Nia, Manchester is by the sea, right? Is that where I've seen that on TV? And Jonathan, if you're still there, Jonathan, Nia is in North Wales. Uh, Jonathan is, I don't know. You're in England. I don't know. Are you by London or something, Jonathan? I'm not sure. Anyway, um, so you're both across the pond. That's wonderful, Nia. Have fun. Okay, so that was that. You like that one, Diana? So fuel yourself, Diana. I'm sure you can use that too. Oh, it's a city. Manchester is a city. Okay, well that's fun too. All right, because you have the plays there, so it's sort of like our Broadway kind of area. Very cool. That's nice. What play are you seeing? Is it a regular play or is it like a uh is it a known play? Are you going to go on the train? Oh, big day in the city. Well, have fun. All right. You know what? I'm just going to do one random one now for everybody. And let's see. I'm going to do this from Wayne Dyer. One random one, and we'll wrap this up now. Here we go. Oh, Nelson, very good. You won $23 at New York Lottery on Monday. Congratulations. Woohoo. Very good. You know what you get, Nelson? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. More cowbell. Congratulations. Okay, let's one random one from oh, it's a musical. Very nice, Nia. I love that. My pleasure, Diane. Okay, here we go. Random one from Wayne Dyer. What would you like us to know today, Wayne Dyer? I know that they say that you like to be in spirit helping people who ask for help. So let's see. Wayne Dyer, what would you like us to say? Think of. Very nice. Be at peace with everyone. Be at peace with everyone. And it says, no one is capable. All right, this is a very powerful one for all of us humans, right? Especially if you're watching the news. No one is capable of making you upset. Thank you for the hearts. Without your consent. Okay? No one's able of making you upset without your consent. We have to say, okay, this I will get annoyed at. It feels like a knee-jerk reaction, though, right? So if you begin practicing the intention, that's what we talked about before, choosing our intentions at the beginning of the day or beginning of a segment of your day, rather than just going with the flow of what people say and do and want you to do. If you begin practicing the intention that you have to be authentic and peaceful with everyone, you connect to peace itself and gain the power to change the energy of your relationships with family and friends and community and strangers. And I would say, so no one's capable of making you upset without your consent. So if you begin practicing the intention to be authentic and peaceful with everyone, you connect to peace itself and gain the power to change the energy of your relationships with family and friends and anybody you meet. I have to say that there's a kind of a negative example, but this is a good example of being at peace with people or what you attract. The other day, I was in a bad mood. I was aggravated, too much in my mind about life is not fair, kind of about whatever challenges I have. I had to go to a hardware store to do something for my father. The guy there, I've been there many times, and they've always been very pleasant at this hardware store. This time I went, I asked the guy for something with this stapler, the stapler gun, how to use this staple gun that was jammed or whatever. And he said, like this, like this, like this. You do like this. What? You don't know how to do like this? You put it like here, over here, not over here. I said, but my father put it the other way. Can't be. Won't work that way. I said, I saw it with my eyes. He stuck staples in the screen. I saw it. Well, it doesn't go like that. It goes like this. See? Whatever. Okay. Now, of course, we're in Brooklyn, New York, so it's not that far fetched, but it was such a not a pleasant reception that I got over there. But that was, like Apex would say, I did that. When good things happen to you, say I did that. And when things that are not so good happen to you, you consider I did that too, because that's the vibration I was putting out. So I was ticked off. I attracted a very ticked off guy. And I only stayed there because I really needed to get that thing done. And there wasn't like another hardware store nearby. So I just kind of put up with it, which I don't always do. But I attracted that. And then the day got better because then I did some self care. I stopped in a Starbucks cafe to chill out. And once I started doing that, I started feeling calmer, more hopeful, happier. I started getting positive, creative ideas again. This is how we have to work with things. Hey, Laura, we're just signing off soon. Laura, if you want to choose a quick number between 1 and 28, though, it's up to you. I could do a quick card for you. But this says be at peace with everyone, and no one is capable of making you upset without your consent. Right? I got upset with that guy because I didn't like his attitude at all, but I did feel that my energy attracted him. Um, but if I chose to stay upset for the rest of the day and the evening, that would have backfired on me. It would have made things worse for me the rest of the day. Instead, I said, I need self care because I am really vibrating in a crappy way. you know, Once I did that and I hung out at Starbucks, I was able to relax. Sometimes I get just a chai tea bag, chai tea. Thank you for the thumbs up. Chai tea is calming. Is it chai tea? Yeah, the tea bag, not like the syrupy stuff. And I think that helped too. It's also supposedly good for your teeth and your gums, I think. But anyway, so do you want to stay annoyed at people, even on like people talk about politics and stuff online, and you get riled up and all this? Is that helping you or hurting you? Right? So better to be at peace with everyone because you're the one who you get that poison into your system. It's not hurting that person, it's hurting you. Hey, Alma, good to see you. Okay, you'll do the replay. Okay, and you too, Alma. Hopefully enjoy the replay. I'm wrapping it up now. I see people are probably going to dinner, etc. Thanks everybody for being here. Yes, Nelson, very good. What other people think of me is none of my business. Well said. So thanks everybody. I'm doing more on the other platform than on Facebook these days. More here on YouTube with everybody. Hope you'll follow me here, there, and everywhere. Thanks so much. Treat yourself well tonight and this weekend and every day. A little self-care goes a long way. Mwah. Thank you so much. Have a great evening and a happy weekend. Follow your bliss. Bye-bye. Okay, gang. Thanks so much. YouTube friends. Bye-bye. It's not ending here. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. Take care, everybody. Thank you.